Hello, Mr. Zdechovsky. Welcome to the Diverse Optimist channel. I'm really glad that you accepted my invitation to join our call. My name is Pektor, and I am helping parents to stay in the lives of their children and helping children to that they don't lose any of their safe parents, neither safe relatives. So if you could just very briefly introduce yourself, that would be great.
Thank you very much. My name is Tomas Zdechovsky. I'm a member of European Parliament from the Czechia, and for 12 years I'm serving in different committees. I'm also the teacher on the university on the different universities. My specialization subject is social rehabilitation. Also, this is what I'm focused for, and there I have it, and I publish many scientific articles about, and this is what really I am helping, and I am looking in detail, and I'm producing there a lot of studies and supporting many programs that are linked with the parents care or different types of the care about the children in many countries.
Mm-hmm. Oh, great. So let's focus more from the social rehabilitation just on the custody issues and children parents issues. So how did you get into this topic personally?
I had some personal experience, and I was really surprised how it functioned, especially in post-communist countries. This care and child protection, I was totally shocked, and I think that the system it's really difficult and other for understanding, especially from the first moment. The man in the system is totally shocked because all people what are linked with custody are women. Also, you are here alone, and no one can help you, and no one can give you the advice. Many times the men's started to be really loosed because they don't understand what they can do, what are the rights, and they want to stay with the children. They want to have it the contact, but they don't have it any information, or they don't have it any way how to really go to the information. And what surprised me it was that there was huge difference between women and men world. Women
Mm-hmm.
are sharing all the information, how to manage all the things through the courts, through the all the institution, but men's were much more individuals but were not sharing a lot of information, and they were many times very lost in this system and how the system is working.
Yeah, I can relate to it. I had I had my own issue with, as you said, the post-communist country as well. And yeah, I agree that the system is not working properly. I've met even some women who are facing issues with the custody, and from what I understand, it's just not designed. It's not functioning well. Yeah. So, is it happening that to you, as a member of European Parliament, there are like many people reaching out to help you with custodial issues?
Yeah, I have to say that from the beginning of the mandate, I had it every week about 6 or 7 parents who ask me for the help. Some of them, more, I think around 70%, they were men, and 30% they were women.
Hmm.
And um, it was for me a huge surprise that really in the Czech law system there was not the system how bring the people together. It was much more focused who will be winner or loser this case. And it was very frustrated that many of these women and children and men were fighting each other without any concept, without any support, and many lawyers make huge business, especially some lawyers that are oriented for this business are doing amazing money on that, and they don't want to stop it. They want to continue fight, beat each other, and they are not looking what will be the future of the children or future of the parents. They are only focused for the bill what the parents have to pay.
Mhm. Well, what is I hear you about the layers. So what's the single most frustrating pattern you keep seeing like during your work?
How all the system is lying. They are saying we have to investigate this, but they are not investigated nothing. Also, they are still, this is the paper war from the beginning to the end, much more bureaucratic, what is much more focus on the emotion, not on the real facts. Also, both parents, men and women, likes their children. Also, there is no difference. And but the system prefer women care. It's nature, but they don't give it opportunity to men to take care about the children.
Mm.
And on one side, normal parents are screened as really prisoners or criminals or someone who it's really difficult for education and um, for the future of his children. But on the other side, it was for me very scary to see how system is falling if there is any problem family or problem children, and they are not take care about it because they don't want to have it more problems. The family is problematic also. They don't want to increase it or act against the parents, but in a system of the normal people, they are very active. They spend there a lot of time, and sometimes I was really surprised what they produce for the reports. Uh, and perfect for me was to see how work the psychologists or psychiatrists, because many of them are cheating, are openly lying, openly are misusing their own position for one or other parents, and who pay for the things. It's it will receive very good recommendation to take care about the children, and from that I was frustrated a lot.
Oh, wow. So I haven't thought of it. I understand that there are like psychologists that have the paper. Not all of them possess the right skills, but that someone would do it like deliberately for money, manipulating the fate of children. It's just kind of hard to imagine that something like this is happening. It's about children. That children shouldn't be just decided their fate by the amount of money each parent is able to spend on lawyers.
Yeah, but you can imagine that in some cases you have it 20 or 25 different statement of psychologists what are totally different from the alpha to omega and between
Hmm.
all the things what you can find it, and really they have a totally different view on the situation, and how the church can or someone can decide it who will take care about the children. Also, from my side, it was the biggest problem and most frustrating things what I saw in the decision of the future of the children.
Yeah, from what the part that is like most scary to me, that the system is not willing to change that much, because from the studies show that 20 to 40% of children lose contact with one of their parents after divorce, which is like a huge number. And I don't know about any country who would track it like that. You could see into the statistic, and there would be number of people that entered marriage, that went divorced, number of minors that were affected by divorce that year. So why there is no like number of parents lost contact with children? Because the system should decide what the children needs, and the children needs to have like maximum safe parents and maximum safe relatives kept in their lives even after divorce. So I think it should be the main thing that any system should focus on, like how our decision is helping the child well-being long term, like over the time. So, and I don't know about any system tracking the number of parents being still on contact with children after divorce. Do you know any such jurisdiction in Europe?
Yes, was comparing in my work many systems, and I have to say that Czech Republic is in this case very unique, and it's also the Slovakia has it the same problem, and I think in Slovakia or in Hungary is the situation much more worse. But
Mm-hmm.
still, I have to say that in the Czech Republic, it's not good. And we have to decide from the beginning to the end that both parents are responsible for the child from the beginning to the end. The same are children responsible for the parents from the beginning to the end. Also, we have much more talk about what does it mean family, what does it mean the child care, what does it mean parents care, and what does it mean the contact between the children and parents. And I am totally shocked if I see in 21st century that the court decided that father can have it, father without any problems, who is very active, very nice to his child. There is really nothing what they have to choose and lose, and the court give him the contact with his child only 2 hours in 2 weeks. Also, it's really something what I never see in other jurisdiction, and I think this is something what is it unique and what is it really typical for the Czech system, that the court decision about the children are so different.
Yeah, I agree. I can understand. I know like fathers that are like safe. They are like doctors or just like top managers, and they can see their children by the court order. Originally, it might be like week and week, like 50-50 shared custody. And later the court decides, oh, because the child doesn't want to see you, so you will see that child just for 8 hours per week or per 2 weeks, and without any sleepover, which is basically wiping out the parent out of the child's life.
Yeah, but it's really quite interesting because it's many times about manipulation. If you give me some child for 1 week, and I will start and I will be psychologically prepared to manipulate him that he wants to stay with me, I can do it. And the
Mm.
court must be so smart that he has to say, listen, it's not only about the children. It's about that if second parents, and I am not talking about men or women, doesn't have its possibility to talk with the children. Also, the child doesn't want him, and you don't know what the second parent is saying about first parents. Also, it can be only bad emotion every time if you are talking about second parents, you will start to make some grimace, or you will react it negatively, start only crying and
Mhm.
etc. And you will be in the position of the victim, and it can be very frustrated for the child, and decision of the child will be very, very negative.
Yeah, of course, because children are not stupid, and if they know that they will spend like majority of the time with one parent, so and they are really afraid of that parent, so they will do whatever the parent tells them, and just join the dominant parent. Yeah, it's just for survival, and then the coping mechanism that develops with them, I think, projecting anything good to one parent called angel, the dominant parent, and then the other one will become devil and losing contact with their own soul. I think it's just deeply frustrating for the child, nothing psychological sound for the child, and like disaster for the whole family and for the whole system, the level of stress and whatever. Yeah, I completely agree. And I think the first country that will change it, that will remove this fights over children, that will remove false accusation, which is part of the issue as well. So I think that country will be like way ahead of all the others.
That's true, and I think that it's really time to modernize the jurisdiction system in the Czechia and in many post-communist countries, and talk much more about that you need to have it together customary about the children. And I think it's our goal as a politicians, as presenters, to really talk much more about it and find the way how all the system will bring the parents and children together, and not really supporting the bringing oil to the fire and make the fight against the against between the parents much more bigger.
Yeah, I completely agree, because it's just normal that when the parents get separated, so there is some tension between them, and the system is there to basically calm down the situation, ensure the well-being of all the others. And what does it happen if I look it through the lens of game theory, which we'll just dive into it like really quickly? So it's the payoff matrix that they created. It's something like really brutal. Yeah. So like the first, that the thing that if it's like really, they said it like high conflict divorce. So basically it's the judge who is deciding the case, what will happen. And the judge is not specialized in, most of them at least, they are not in child parent attachment. They are usually not like psychologist or psychiatrist. So it's the lawyer, the special, someone who studied at the law faculty, who makes the final decision about things that he was not properly trained in my view. And then it's often, we have social workers there that are basically trained to help to integrate minorities or people with some issues into the society. They are trained in this, not again at parent-child dynamics. And only if they are like not knowing what to do, they'll call in the expert, which is psychologist or psychiatrist. And sometimes this person is not even called into it. So the one who understands it, and some of them don't understand what's happening despite having the diploma from the faculty. So how do you find this? That lawyers deciding based on the advice of social workers who are not psychologists, and then in the last, but at least sometimes not even the experts are just called to give their advice.
I think it's very nice to say about the people who are working in the Czech child protection system OSPOD that they are social workers. Someone are only sitting in their offices and goes from their own office to the court and from the court back to the office, and they don't do a lot of social work, so they don't have it experience. And then this decision, it's much more about the people, really. This is why it's very important have it educated charger who really have it any training. I think the psychologists or more training in negotiation who will try to bring the people together. Sometimes it's not possible. Sometimes you have a strong emotion. I think that people have to decide it what they will to do, but
Hmm.
sometimes it's a little bit other, and it's up to the parents what will be really final decision about the future of the children. I have to say one things. I have it many friends what divorce, and especially when they started to call me and saying what's the partner is doing and what was the purpose of the divorce, I'm saying, listen, I totally understand you. It's you. And it's hurt and it will hurt a lot. But looks much more now in this moment not about you and your competition between you and your partner, but speak much more about what's the feeling of your child. And feeling of your child must be on the first place. That's true. And if you look much more from the child perspective on this battle, it's help you sometimes to be much more open for consensus. Not all consensus are 50-50. It cannot be really the fight between the father and mother about the hours, but it means it must be fluent discussion how to manage the things for the future. And the best solutions are the solutions what are in peace and not in the emotion what are still trying to hurt each other. Also, from my point of view, it's necessary to see that there is some light at the end of the tunnel, and see this light what can give the children the perspective of the both parents.
Yeah, I agree completely that the child's emotions and child well-being should be taken into consideration like utmost, that it's the most important thing. Which what a child needs is not always what the child says, because yeah, might be motivated to say something differently, as we discussed before. And yeah, you mentioned like social workers. I think in many jurisdictions there are social workers. That's why I'm like using social workers. They have them in the US, UK, Germany. I'm just looking at the perspective from the European and even world level. And usually the situation that always judges are deciding, which are just specialists in law, and there's always someone just helping them. There are like social workers, and then you have like special custody evaluators, which are usually psychologists or psychiatrists. So this is what all the jurisdictions have in common so far, as I know. And yeah, so first I just realized that there are basically two basic states of child, which is the most important person in the courtroom, because childs are the victims all the time. Like, even if I've suffered as a parent, my child suffered even more because they are the most, yeah, they are the real victim. And basically, as I see it, so the child can be still in the, I would say, normal loving state when the child is still loving both father and mother. which is the preferable situation. And should the situation not be handled correctly, it can get into the rejecting state when it's rejecting one of the parents. It's basically it's projecting everything good into a dominant parent, and let's say everything bad into the parent that the child rejects. And now the system is there, and what I can see that the system has like a huge impact. First, the impact can take a mature perspective, like do really what the child needs, which doesn't mean what the child says, strictly separated. And then they can project their responsibility first onto parents or onto children. Onto parents, I've been through this. It means like, you parents, you are intelligent enough, you should decide between yourselves. You hear it a lot, which is like half true, but it's still better than the outmost approach. And this is projecting responsibility onto children by saying, well, whatever the child says, we'll do it. So just ask the child, do it, and that's it. And our business is done, which is like the worst you can imagine that you can done to the child psyche out of like many things. First thing that it's like in this model that you said that it's ideal when the parents talk to each other, when they agree to it. And I would say they do it sometimes despite of the setup of the system. Yeah, because the system, you were mentioning prisoners. So in my view, in many of the, I call it custody matrix, so in many of the 6 parts of the matrix, it's kind of prisoner's dilemma. From what I can see when I'm not talking about the mature state, so in the projected zone, there is the child, like no one is observing what's happening after the divorce, till one parent comes with the child. You said you need 1 week. I know one professor said, give me 2 weeks and I will tell the child that they never want to see you. And again, it was the deceased professor Radek Ptáček, but there are like many specialists who can claim the same. It's so easy to influence the child against the other parent. And they come to the court, and should the court be like on the outmost position, it means, well, so the child is now rejecting you. So it basically will do what the child wants. So what they are sending the message to the child is, so you lost one of your parents because they are now like on different parts of the barricade of the fighting field. So you lost one parent, you can pick one. It's sending the message to the one who took the advantage. I call that parent dominant parent, and who influenced the child against the other parent. And the system basically is saying, by this, okay, you did a great job, the child belongs to you. And because we are in custody system, so by winning the child, you win everything. You can blackmail, you can use the child as a very effective weapon against the other parent, especially if the parent loves the child. So if the other parent will not pay the child support, you can sue him. You can, in some jurisdiction, even get him or get her to jail for not paying the child support. You don't have to do anything because the child said whatever the child wanted to say. And then, from what I can see, the message to the rejected parent is, okay, so you've lost your child, but via the custody system, we'll give you one fair chance. And this is, if you are able to not only influence the child, is influenced against you, you are now the devil, the other parent is the angel. So if you are able to manipulate the child so that you become the angel and the other parent becomes the devil, and you did so good that the other parent will not able to remanipulate the child against you again, so you proved us that you've got the right to be the custodial parent. I think this payoff matrix is something like unheard of. It's just really perverse way of putting, okay, if you want to be in the life of your children, show that you can be reckless person who will manipulate the child's psyche. I don't think that it should be, but by saying we'll do exactly what the child says means, in my view, in my logic, in the logic, that we want you to manipulate the child, then it's yours. What are your thoughts about it?
Yeah, it's the very old question, who is winner of the game or winner of this court, if person who is manipulating or person who is doing the fair competition. And I have to say that for me the best things is that you don't have it there any competition. It's the best things, really stay calm and work on the issue together. But it's about the experience of the charger and about the experience of the social worker, or experience about the system, to say that really the care is both parents is doesn't it's mean that never both parents has it same view about the education. Both parents doesn't have it same view about how really look on some specific behavior of the child. They are both parents have it another view about the concrete situation in concrete moments. Also, it's really necessary much more talk with the parents and educate them also, because we are talking about education all people in the system. But if the parents are not educated, that they can lose both, they can lose much more what they can win on the court. It's very important that they will change their own decision or own perception of the court fight, and about the lawyer's work and about other things. I have to say that really I had it very different fight, difficult fight with my former wife. She wanted every time show me that I have to lose everything. But after 1 year of the court, I decided three things. I will never lie. Also,
Mhm.
I can lose the child, but I will never lie. Second things, I am not really responsible for everything in her in her bad life. And third things, be structured. I was every time structured, and I said I am not doing it for myself, but I'm doing it. I do it for my children also. It's more important decision, and then it's much more easy to really be prepared for the consensus.
Mhm. Yeah, I see. It's just like, but usually it doesn't take just one vice parent to do the good decision. What I'd like to do is to basically to educate the people in the system, because the system that I just described, that it's basically uh, projecting the responsibility into children. So they create the payoff matrix that whoever takes the child first gets it basically forever, and the other person has like can be the best negotiator in the world. But if the judge tells him, okay, you've got everything you want, so why would they negotiate it with the loser that already is the devil and has no chance? So it's the judge who tells like what will happen if you will not agree. And I think it's not correct from the game theory to give more to the dominant parent, to the aggressive one, than he should have through negotiations. So and then we place the guilt, the blame on the person. Oh, you should have negotiated better. But how? If let's say one parent, the dominant one, is afraid that the other one is just dangerous to the child and will do everything in his or her power to just get this person out of the child's life, and the judge gives it to him or her, so there's like basically no chance under this setup for the other parent, because the system is giving to the aggressor more that they could ever negotiate. So why would they negotiate? And this is what I need to say, because in the zones I call it like zone 5 and zone 6 of the custody matrix. There is no chance for the reasonable parent to stay in the life of their children should the child be already rejecting him or her.
I said it's much more about the experience of the charter and experience about the system. The system have really clearly decided that people would are responsible and would are really responsibly behave by the court and with the children, they will be really much more useful for future of the child. And people what are manipulating, what are lying, what are really stressing the child, they are not the key person for the future of the children. And it's so simple, but it's function very well, and I hope so that thanks to these educative videos we can change a lot of narratives about the education of the lawyer and the education of the people, because people have to change it. And
Mhm.
this is why I started not only talking about the system, but I was starting a little bit changing the system, because it's for us the same important as something others. Also, the system, we have to change it because we are responsible for the changes of the system.
Okay, yeah, I wish we changed the system. We have like 2 minutes of our of our time. If you wish, we can continue some other times, because we didn't like cover like all the custody matrix and all the things from game theory. But one thing that I'd like to mention, that it was probably diverse in the past, was just like a couple of percent of the people. So because it were like really strange people, so that's why I imagine social workers got involved. Now just almost half of the population go through divorce, and like a huge percentage of children it's born outside of marriage, and the relationship of the parents doesn't last probably any longer than the marriage ones. Yeah, so we might have like half of the children like going through the divorce or separation of their parents. And if I could do one thing, I would I told you that I don't know any system that would track like what's happening over the time. So I think that one thing that might help a lot, if it wouldn't be one shot game, because right now it's one shot game, the divorce. It's either mother or father, or it's kind of shared custody. And usually the message is, I don't want to see you in this court building any longer. Just do it yourselves. So should it be like, okay, let's decide for the next week, and then okay, who was cooperating, how the cooperation went, then maybe for 2 weeks, and do it like this, then 1 month, 3 months. Basically repetitive games are the ones that are more more joyful for the others, that create cooperation. One shot games like divorce, they create hostility. So should it be not forever, and I'm afraid I might lose my child, I will put everything, the level of stress is just going high. Should it be subsequent moves, like in 1 week, 2 weeks, up to 6 months, then I think it would be way better for everyone.
That's true. That's true, and I have to say that I fully agree with this your statement and your experience, what you have it from your own life. Also, it's absolutely true.
Okay, so thank you, and yeah, our meeting is just over. We'll happy to talk to you about custody issues some other time.
Thank you very much for your invitation.
Thank you. Goodbye.